It's electric. It's this energy that kind of flows through everyone.
Being here in the UK is absolutely amazing.
I just woke up this morning and I got dressed up and they said, hey, go do something stupid.
3, 2, 1, go!
I'm getting ready to run 24 hours.
Everyone's going to help each other, everyone's going to push each other on.
Okay, so I'm starting out, this is World's Toughest Mudder 2025, and I am now starting out on my 9th lap. Hey, James! Lap 9. And as I'm walking this way, you can see that's the start line. And I got 5 miles to go to get back here. Okay, we're coming up now on the Brexit barrier, which consists of walls and you need to go over, as well as nets to crawl under, and then another set of walls to get over. And that's that. Then after that, there'll be the crawl under and a second set of those walls. The vast majority of this OCR event takes place in open fields. You can see the open fields behind me, people running. We've got obstacles everywhere, scattered throughout the fields on different portions of the course. It's wonderful to be able to see all these laid out. However, all of this open country means wind. So whatever breezes in the air is going to build up on the bodies of water and it's going to blow across these fields, and I've been feeling it all night. Here we're coming up on the course's second obstacle, skid marked, which is a inclined wall which you need to get your body up and over. It's closed for some reason. It's difficult to imagine why they closed such an obstacle. It's a pretty straightforward one, but perhaps the volunteer got tired and went home. Earlier today, this obstacle was covered in heavy cargo net, and the whole concept was that we would crawl under the cargo net to reach the top of the pyramid, which was extremely challenging, but doable. However, there was a near fatal flaw when several individuals went to climb the net, thereby pinning someone else who was close to the top, pressing the rope against his trachea and nearly choking him to death. At that point, they removed the net, and now we have ropes, helpfully. At the time of this reporting, I can neither confirm nor deny that I was one of the individuals involved in this tragic incident. Next up, we have an amazingly fascinating and fun obstacle named Firefly. You can see behind me there's a lot of structure, and the general idea is to jump from the structure, hit the bell successfully before plunging into a pool of water. You must hit the bell, otherwise it's considered a fail. So here we are at the next obstacle, Kiss of Mud, a real traditional Tough Mudder obstacle, but they've really changed it up. They have combined this obstacle with tubes and net and ice pit, and then the muddy crawl. And we're actually witnessing something really fantastic here. One of our adaptive athletes is on the course. This person is in a wheelchair, and they have she has an entourage of folks who help assist her get her through the course. Although many of the obstacles she does herself when she can. There's all kinds of details that I don't know, but it's really amazingly cool. Here it looks like they're using a rope to help pull the athlete through this difficult tube, which you can see ends in a crawl net, or a net that you have to crawl under. Then the ice pool. Well, it looks like the ice is mainly gone. Yay. And then the long muddy crawl, which looks to be about, I don't know, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 feet. There's a variety of ways to get through Kiss of Mud. Some athletes will choose to crawl and slide on this surface because it's slick. Others will do a sideways crawl. Personally, I simply did the horizontal log roll to save my hips since it's sensitive. However, the log roll makes you dizzy because this is so long, so I end up reversing direction and turning around midway before getting to the end. So this is a really fun rig that they've got here. It's a different version of Funky Monkey. It's got a spinning pipe with bars that you've got to grab as the pipe spins around, and then these big wheels that you've got to swing on to get to the other side. Definitely a Ninja Warrior style obstacle. I have succeeded at this obstacle, I think, 2 times tonight since it opened very late last night, and failed once on the last lap due to the bars being wet. So we'll see what happens. I've now been on my feet. Well, let's see. It says it's 7 o'clock. So I've been on and off the course, sometimes resting. But this event started, 18 hours ago, 19 hours ago? We'll see how this goes. Starts with mud in the face.
Nice. Go on, mate, you got this.
Okay, so that was pretty tough. I'm pretty tired, but got through it. Good team here. Great. Get this guy up and over. Turn around, stay on the block, turn around. You got it? All right, you gonna pull up? Or do you need a ride? I need a ride. Okay, so this is gonna dip down some so I can jump up there. Go ahead, let it dip down some. Get on top of it and let it rotate back to us. I think you let go. All right, great. Yeah, rotate it back. Great, great, almost there. All right, up and over. Okay. Now I don't weigh anything, so you guys somebody else gotta jump up here. Great, awesome. Yep. All right, so now we can rotate it. So pull it down and pull him. We're gonna pull him over. Here we go. More weight. We need more weight. I want to push it up. right, so now this gentleman's going to come in. He's going to push the block up. Because we don't weigh enough to get this thing. We don't weigh enough to move this friggin' block. All right, push up. Ride it over. Great. Spin around.
Keep hold.
Keep.
That's it.
Great. All right, that's that. All right, that's that one. All right. I'm gonna lift it up first, up, and then drop. Up. All right, come on. All right, that's one. Okay. So again, let it drop. Who's good? Who can do that? Jump up and grab.
I can't up to it off.
Awesome. There's two. Okay. Rotate. If it will rotate. Hang on. Yep. All right, let it go up. Somebody keep a hold of it while it's going up. One person's going to ride. Right up. Good. Keep going. You lost the weight. There you go. Bring the weight back. Yep. There we go. It's coming. Coming. Up. Get up.
Go.
All right. Good job, guys. Keep it rolling. Woo.
One more.
Drop it down there.
Up. You got a hold of it? Good. All right. Woo. All right. Thanks, guys. Now, here's a fairly straightforward obstacle. There's a net. You need to grab onto it with your hands and feet and traverse it underneath the rig without your body touching the ground. It's not very long, but it's hard. And if you fail, there's a penalty for it. You need to push a slam ball across a field and back. I will definitely prefer to do the rig. Once you pass the white line, feet, hands are going to be in the air.
Do you want an
When I first did this today,
on the WhatsApp group?
my calves seized up immediately.
It's a calf crusher, buddy.
Yeah, I'll send it now.
But I learned a different way to hold the feet and
Is it working?
keep those calves from seizing, because it's just no fun.
That sounds good, buddy. Sounds very good. You're almost at the bell, pal.
Ring the bell,
Congratulations,
and
buddy.
you're done.
Well done.
This next obstacle is called motor floating. Essentially, concept is crossing the moat. Perhaps I'll get some other footage of other people in the moat. You can see we've got some wild animals. You have to make your way through the moat, hopefully not falling splat on your face, and then get out further on. It would be pretty foolish for me to hold the phone while doing that, so I'll just put that away. Film other people. We're getting to about the halfway point on this course, and we've arrived at Lucifer's Luggage. This is truly a heinous obstacle consisting of a 40-pound sandbag carry, which you pick up from a bin, and then you walk uphill with it. Then you need to crawl with your bag underneath these fine mesh tent nets. There are 2 of them. It is easier to do this as a team. It's difficult even then. It's just awkward, difficult. Certainly my hip hates it, so I have to go slowly and carefully. Then you continue carrying it around to the top of the little hill, then back around and drop your bag back in the bin.
Can I play with another shiny?
Next up, we've got Pole Dancer. This is a new one. Haven't seen it before. It's essentially a set of parallel bars that you need to navigate by hands only, which you can hop over or go one hand after another. I prefer the hop method because it's just quick. Cheers. We've arrived at one of the more scenic views of this course. The course is on the grounds of Belvoir Castle in England, and the entire countryside is just presents amazing vistas, and we've been enjoying it all day. It's sunrise, sunset, Everybody's pretty happy to be here on this course. It's probably the most, one of the most visually stunning courses that we've had to run on at any OCR event. This obstacle opened very early today. Probably one of the first obstacles to open, so I've already been up it at least, I don't know what, 7 or 8 times. So let's go for the next one, right?
Going all the way up, right? I'm gonna try. No, I need your help. Okay. Yeah, you're good. Good job.
You can start when you're ready.
Yep.
So this is cage crawl. Cage crawl, fences, you gotta go, another water obstacle, you gotta go underneath the fences, you've gotta go on your backside. There's only a few inches of space there to breathe, so you gotta keep your body floating, your face close to it. Normal cage crawl is pretty intimidating, but the special version for World's Toughest Mudder includes jetting water, which may or may not be working at this point because we've been here so many hours, and mop heads dangling, which will dangle over your face to create that luscious waterboarding effect. All right, let's get through this one. Oh, the spraying water definitely worked. Here come the mops. Oh, they're disgusting. And we're clear. Whew. Now here is something truly special. Now this obstacle has no name. It's not an official obstacle. It's just mud. Commonly referred to as Mud Mile. It is featured on many courses in Tough Mudder. Just a natural obstacle because it's Tough Mudder. You got to get through this. You got to find some way through. It can be pretty terrible. The mud can be pretty deep. You can sink in. You can lose your shoes if you don't watch what you're doing. Oh, there it goes. Oh, there it goes. There we go. And slip and slide. And there'll be. Here we have many paths created by the different runners throughout the day. As one path gets overly disgusting, new paths will get cut in the grass. Some lead nowhere to dead ends, some lead somewhere. It's kind of like a cornfield maze. All of these muddy paths provide a pretty good segue leading to the actual Mud Mile obstacle, which is a series of muddy hills that we need to navigate. Here I'll film a couple of these guys, since this is yet another area which could be quite treacherous to film on my own while doing the obstacle. Each mound leads to yet another pit of water, which you must climb up and over. Fortunately, the mud walls are now broken down, and the hills are fairly climbable by individuals. But earlier in the day, we needed to use teamwork. We needed to lift each other up to get over the mounds. The terrain of the grounds is its own obstacle. Here we're climbing a hill. It's probably one of the larger, steeper hills on the course. And I'm taking a rest because I'm out of breath. And it's not over yet. Oh, look, here comes the sun. The top of the hill's right there. Thank goodness, but then there are 2 more short hills to climb. Exhausting. So here we are at Stairway to Heaven. I'll demonstrate my technique, which is climb to the top, lean, somersault, grab, hang, bounce, drop, roll. Fairly quick and efficient. Climb, lean, roll, hang on, bounce, drop, roll, and you're down. Which is only possible because of these super thick nuts that they've given us in the UK. Thank you. Now this obstacle is called Swings Both Ways, named after the doors that will shortly swing for the athlete that is on them. I I've fallen off this obstacle once, got back up, and succeeded. Usually I make it no problem, but it can be tricky. The penalty for this obstacle, you can see in the background, somebody's doing 50 jumping jacks, and that is not going to happen, not on this hip. The obstacle is the same on both sides. It's got a cliffhanger. It kind of tilts. It makes it a little bit awkward when you do it. Then you got the door hanger number 1 and door hanger number 2. Not muddy right now, thankfully. That's great. Transfer your grip to the other side. It's identical to what you can see. Door swinging around. Wants to move. Then a second one, which is identical. And finally, you've got your, ye old pipe traverse, which is pretty standard. Okay, I've arrived at Everest. This is the second to last obstacle on this course. If we look over here, you can see that this giant scaffolding structure, which look up and up and up, it just goes up and up and up. I think it's about 40 feet high. I forget. It's a giant A-frame cargo net. It can be difficult to get onto. If we look over here, you can see that people frequently get a leg up or an arm up so that they can just get to the point where the strapping, or the cargo net, in this case strapping, is accessible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do this solo and then ascend the cargo net. I forget when this obstacle opened, but I've probably done this at least, I don't know, 5 or 6 times over the course of the last, how many hours been out here? Quite a few. 18, 19, 20. 20 hours. All right, 20-hour legs. Let's go. These gentlemen look like they're ready to help me, but that's just not gonna happen. Oh,
I helped. Here. Unlucky, he helped. Reader.
Well, this final obstacle is called electroshock therapy. It's a staple of Tough Mudder. Tough Mudder ends almost all courses with EST. It consists of, it's a square, rectangle, filled with dangling strings. They look rather, white and harmless, like party strings, but they're electrified. And you can get through this obstacle any way you want. You can crawl under it, you can run through them, but they do carry an electric shock, and the shock can vary from, cow fence tickle upwards of, hey, I just stuck my finger in a light socket and it really hurts. So I just crawled through here and I got one of those bigger shocks. It did hurt. And after EST is the finish line. Hooray! We've reached the end. But wait, let's zoom in. What's that down there? Oh. There's the start line, and that is exactly where I'm headed, because I am only on lap 9. So that's right, I've still got another lap to go of this 5-mile course and do all those same obstacles that you just saw, because I need to get to 50 miles to earn my brown bib. And here is our pit area. Before we get to our pit area, we say hi to Emma.
Hi, Kevin.
This is our pit area with this pop-up tent, which I got for the occasion. Doesn't look too crazy. It's got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of gear laying around. Everything gets a little chaotic by the next day. Sometimes you get random people sleeping or lying about. All good.
3 more laps. 3 more laps.
I kept all my stuff in this thingamabob for shoes. Worked pretty well. All right, we got to go get some breakfast. Looks like Sue's having a tough time recovering from this event. We'll just let her be.
Here comes Joseph Riku. 105 miles completed. Woo! Joseph, you legend. Make sure to pick up your band. Now, Joseph, you've got 45 minutes left to start.